Hi students, today we're going to add a finishing touch to our practice portraits. We drew our portraits a few times and we then drew it on a paper and then we added this cool layer of tissue. If you have tissue still remaining that hasn't flown off already, you can carefully pull it all away from your picture to reveal the colors that it painted your paper. These are so awesome, and it's always unexpected. We have only a little bit of control, and so it's whatever the colors wanted to do. You're going to get a piece of black paper, and you're going to try out putting it in the middle of that black paper. Whenever we're gluing something down, we're going to glue the back of the smaller thing right along the edge in a big square and do an X through it. While the glue is still ready to be stuck, you're going to turn it over and take your time to try and get an even dark line around the whole thing. Now, the key to glue stick is not just putting it on, but holding it and pressing it, massaging your paper, and making sure that you're pressing long enough that it will actually make the bond. So just touching two glued things doesn't work. You got to really let it sit. The next thing you're going to do is put a name on the new back of your paper. So with pencil, write your first name and write your class code. For second grade this year, it's to Kari, and circle it. Or your teacher might be to Karen, or it might be to H for Miss Hawksford. The next thing you're going to do today is make some painted paper for our next project. You need a black placemat. Those are in my desk. And you need to write your name and class code on the back of your painted paper before you begin. Once you paint something, it's a really terrible idea to have to turn it over and write your name with wet paint on the other side.
Doesn't matter because you're going to put it
You
back,
just
right?
saw the 3 options for how you're going to do your class code this year. So you're going to have 2 or possibly 3 paint colors on a palette. This is going to be paper that we use for a sun. So it's predominantly yellow, but I would like a fiery swirl in this paper so it's not too plain. And so you're going to use just the tip of your brush and swirl through another color. We want there to be an interesting texture to the color on your paper. So remember, it's a sun. It will probably be mostly yellow so that it looks bright, although we might streak through some white or some orange or some red depending on the paint that I have for your class. You get to use your brush to make whatever lines you think would be appropriate for your sun. After you paint your paper, you're going to bring your paintbrush to the dirty brush bin, and you're going to bring your art to the drying rack. Have fun.